And the swearing within a minute.
We make
suck my little tiny penis.
Well, penis isn't a swear word.
It's not?
No.
Ah. Fuck.
Dude, this is something, man. Dude, this is something, man. I can't.
This is something,
man. Something, man.
This is something. This something is man. This is something, man.
Do you want me to keep rhythm the whole time?
Man, this is something, man. Holy shit, this is something. This is something, man.
Yeah.
Think we got enough there?
Look at these baby carrots. I thought I'd bring these out. Those aren't those are adolescent carrots.
Them chunky,
That's a big carrot.
That's a chunker.
Try it. I don't like how
They
big
look like
baby
Cheeto
carrots. Look how
Puffs.
big that is. That's a big. There's hair on it. I don't like how big these are. You buy baby carrots, you think they're gonna be baby carrots, dude.
Like
this
petite.
This is a toddler carrot. This is literally just a big carrot cut shorter. Look at that hair.
Yeah. I love carrots.
I used to eat a lot of carrots as a kid.
I never buy them though.
I got scared because my dad told me I'd turn orange.
Really?
Yeah, I remember laying on my belly, eating carrots, watching porn.
That true? You'll turn orange?
I think, I don't know.
I wish I had a beverage.
My parents had these porn DVDs
Yeah?
that were tucked behind their entertainment center.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was in the jerk-off age.
So like for you, like 10?
Yeah. This is probably 11. This one. And, no, I was like fucking third grade. How old are you in third grade? I still think I started beating it in third grade.
I didn't even know that my penis was 4 in third grade. I knew I peed out of it.
How'd you, but weren't you like a young boy thinking cum was in everything? What'd you think was in everything at that age?
Well, when I found out about cum, I thought cum was in everything.
What was it up
Before
until
cum, I was living in bliss, dude. I was in ignorant bliss.
And then you found out what it is?
Cum, and I'm like, it's got to be in my burritos.
There's no way it's not. Explain why it's all melty. What's the melty thing inside? Tell me.
Yeah, why does it look kind of white?
Yeah, so my parents had a cubby with the DVDs in the back left corner of it. Mm-hmm. It was like a hollowed out spot. And I remember digging through their place one day, looking at all their fucking sick-ass CDs.
Yeah.
And then there was that cubby, and I was like, what's in there? And I reached around, and I pulled out a DVD, and it was just like a lady. It was like a DVD you buy out of the back seat of a vehicle.
Yeah.
Like a trunk DVD.
Oh, yeah.
With like a printed on DVD.
It was like your neighbor's porn
It was
or
on
something?
the physical disc. It was printed on, like
Yeah.
poorly. Like someone took like printer paper and a sticker.
Okay.
And it was just like a lady with a fucking jizz on her face. And I remember popping that in and just loving it. I loved it so much. And I got like I would literally just watch porn like background TV.
That's wild. It's just like it's
like
The
with
Office.
the carrots. When I said I was laying on my belly watching porn, I would put the fucking thing in the DVD player and just eat carrots and watch porn.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
Truly insane.
It's like Steve Miller record or like The Office.
Yeah, just like relaxing. Just
Yeah.
put a record on.
You're just like doing homework. It's like you're like,
There's nothing better than that though. Than being a fucking 11 and watching porn.
yeah.
Eating carrots. You're like, life's good. Life's figured out when you're eating porn.
I don't think I even knew what porn was until middle school.
Yeah, you didn't have a lot of friends, right?
Yeah, well, the one I did told me what it was.
That's what you need friends for. I need a lighter.
He said
Lighters.
something along the lines of like there's porn on someone's phone, and I was like, what's porn? And he said pictures of naked people.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Just
And
hearing
then I
that.
was like, that's wild, dude. That's bad.
Yeah, it is bad. I think it's bad. It's kind of a downhill trajectory ever since it's been so
Yeah.
just normal.
Yeah.
I think there is too much porn.
There's too much porn, and headlights are too bright nowadays.
Truly.
Those are the problems.
An
we're
LED
facing
headlight,
right now.
go fuck yourself. I want to kill
Yeah.
you cold and collected.
Yeah. You ever
Just like fucking Anton Chigurh, walk up, put the cattle prod to your head and kill you just for those LED lights.
Do you ever like see someone and their lights are so bright, you flash your brights real quick to make sure so they turn their
Yeah.
brights off, and then their real brights come on, and you're like, you cunt.
Yeah.
You motherfucker. Why?
That's when you swerve into him. You just swerve into him and watch
kill them and
that woman
yourself.
and her child, her 3-year-old child, die.
Yeah.
While you doing this, driving 50
Just
into
drive
her.
my Prius
Just
into like
fuck
a
you.
giant like Super
Double,
Duty Ford.
give her to the double birds. That's all you're doing.
My head smashes into the steering wheel and I fly through because I unbuckled myself.
You go in sideways, take her out. She wakes up with a shin bone right through her neck. Just jugular.
The only surviving person is her son, and he's just like,
He becomes you. That's your origin story. That's fucking.
yeah.
That's Ouroboros, dude. That's the dragon
dude.
eating its own
I
tail.
just create another.
One autistic guy kills himself to create another.
It's like the movie Smile. Remember that horror movie that came out like a year or two ago?
I
It was
never
like,
saw it. I remember what you're talking.
A demon like possesses somebody, and then they kill themselves in front of the next person, and then that person becomes the new demon possessed.
Yeah.
And that's just it's kind of like what he said.
That's reincarnation.
Yeah, dude.
Reintardation.
That's the fucking circle of life, baby.
Yeah. That's
That's
good
the
shit.
spectrum of life.
The spectrum of life. Yeah.
This is the spectrum of life episode.
But there is too much porn.
Yeah, there's so much of it.
Do you ever think you're watching too much?
I don't really watch. I kind of tried to stop. I was like, I'm not gonna.
How many cranks you doing?
Just one
Crank a week?
crank like a day, maybe.
I tried to stop.
Oh no, I mean like stop watching porn, not cranking.
Oh, you're going strictly memory?
yeah, I go to the spank bank.
What's in there?
Just
You got any feet?
no feet. Never became a feet guy. I feel like that's so common though. I feel like that's like ass, tits, or feet. That's how common it is, dude.
It's a
in
bumper
the
sticker on the back of a car.
It's
Ass,
like-
tits, or feet.
Yeah,
No one rides for free.
I'm gonna get that as merch.
You should become a disgusting pig. You should become like a misogynist
Just like when the server
Prick.
brings me a water on stage, I'm like, "Thanks, baby girl."
and spit on her. Thanks, baby.
Leave that on you. I want to see it when I come off.
Yuck. Those people exist.
Yeah, dude, Randy Latrell.
And it's so cool. You just watch that, you're like, how do you just do that? How do you become that person?
How you become such a degenerate, depraved fuck.
Porn.
Yeah.
Again, we're going back to it. It's too much. Randy
Yeah.
had too much.
Yeah, dude, he jerked his whole leg off.
Yeah, imagine.
It wasn't a motorcycle accident.
He was just beating too hard and it started fire. His fucking forearm was rubbing against.
Prostitute cut it off with a chainsaw.
That's a cool sex worker. That's a real sex worker. A
Yeah,
blue
yeah.
collar
Yeah.
lumberjack prostitute cutting a man's leg off for failure of payment. That rules.
It's like that scene in Forrest Gump, like when Lieutenant Dan's yelling at the prostitutes and he falls out of his wheelchair. He's like, "You do not call him stupid."
Oh, damn. Forrest Gump is such a good movie.
Forrest Gump rules.
Was that like your moment of representation or what? Why'd you like Forrest Gump so much?
He's simple-minded, not autistic. There's a big difference. I got yelled at about it on woke Twitter when I tried to make a joke about Chet Hanks having autism or something.
Oh, yeah.
And then they were like,
Being called simple-minded?
"Yeah, dude, that's worse."
I can't imagine being called simple-minded and not being, like, heartbroken.
Yeah.
Like, imagine being Chet Hanks and reading that people are calling you simple-minded. It'd be like, Bumba Clyde.
He'd be like,
Wagwan.
"White boy summer over."
It's sad boy winter. Why'd I just do Asian for Chet Hanks? Oh, it's a sad boy winter. I'm a Chet Hank. Dude, I was listening to Hardcore History all week.
Yeah.
Last week on the Ghost of Ostfront, which is about the Eastern Front of World War II, like Russia and Germany.
Uh-huh.
It is crazy how many people died there.
Wow.
Like you hear about like the Western Front, like in like Poland, and
This was like the Nazi.
this is during World War II. Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
26 million Russians. It's like a guesstimate in the middle.
Wow.
Some people say more, some people say less, but 20. Dude, I was reading.
Yeah, dude, that was a wild war.
Dude, yes, and crazy on the Eastern Front. Like they were talking about that they hated each other so much because the Nazis were Nazis, so they were like killing people and just being dirty fucks and like raping villages, all that shit, and like so they were like merciless, and Nazis were merciless with them because Nazis were saying they weren't people. That was their whole.
The Germans weren't people.
No, James.
Right.
Did you
okay.
know Nazis were in Germany? Did you know that?
Yeah.
Then why'd you ask?
I was getting it confused with Russia. Sorry.
They both hate each other. They're both inhuman to each other.
Right.
And like the Russians, they were trying to retreat from attacking a Russian capital, or I forget what city it was. And they said they were leaving, and they were going a different direction. They're going down these roads, and they were like walking, and they felt ice, and they looked down. And what the Russians were doing were taking German POWs, and while they were alive...
What's a POW?
Prisoner of war.
Oh.
And they would lay them shoulder to shoulder and in a straight line.
Put water over
and
them?
freeze them to death
Oh
and make
my
roads out of them.
God.
that is
bananas.
crazy, right?
Holy shit.
Could you imagine that death?
Yeah.
How would you rather die?
Can you imagine just realizing you're on a road of people?
Yeah.
That's
and,
wild.
and they're on your side.
Yeah.
You look down and you're a Nazi, and there's
they're just
Nazis. There was a soldier who was saying he'd look down and see the open eyes of people in German soldier outfits.
God damn.
Crazy. And they were talking about how like corrupt. I never knew any of this shit.
I didn't know
did
that
a
shit.
deep dive into it on
Wow.
that podcast, and it's so good. And they were talking about how everyone was so scared on the Russian side of everyone because Stalin was just killing everyone.
Yeah.
Stalin was like killing his citizens. He was killing Germans. He was killing everyone.
Wow.
And if they would like question him, bam, dead. If they're like, you can't do, bam, dead. And it was just, they would turn on each other. This person is saying this about you, bam, dead. They're just fucking killing each other.
Wow.
So everyone was scared to question him. And they had to cross this bridge. Or not a bridge. They had to cross a river at some point, but they didn't have a bridge. They didn't have like anything to make shit. But they were told by one of the officers or commander or whatever, go cross this river. We need to put a bunker on the other side. And so they get there. They don't have anything to build a bridge. They don't have any boats, anything like that. And the commander officer just goes to the guy, all right, cross it. And it's like a big, deep, wide,
like the Mississippi.
Big, deep, wide river in the middle of winter. And they're all like Mongolians at this time. It's all like the Mongolian faction of Russia because the Mongolians were Russian too because they're in Russia, so they were fighting on the Russian side.
Sure.
People have never seen the river. Just go into the water. The first guy drowns. Next guy drowns. Next guy drowns. For 700 plus people.
Oh my God.
Because everyone was scared to be like, hey, we don't have any way to get across. And then they'd have to go to the commander and be like, hey, we don't have any more people to cross the river. And they'd be like, what do you mean? How many, was there a battle? Blah, blah, blah. And they'd be like, no, we didn't have anything. They just drowned in the river.
Oh my God.
And then they would go, we have pontoons. Like, you didn't ask for boats?
Jesus.
But everyone was so scared to fucking.
Sure.
Crazy.
I bet some of those people were like, thank God it's over.
For real.
Just going to drown in this river.
60 below in the winter.
Fuck.
Dude, Hitler was afraid to say he was losing and that it was going to go on till winter.
Uh-huh.
So he refused to send out winter clothing for the first winter.
Oh
so they
my
were all in like their
God.
summer. People were like dying of frostbite, committing suicide.
Fuck.
It was like 60 below in Russia at that time in the winter. And any winter time, I guess. But isn't that nuts?
Yeah, dude. The cold is the inevitable. The cold will kill you.
The cold will kill you.
The cold will kill you.
Isn't that the worst? The
That
fucking
sucks.
And we're here. It's 5 months out of the fucking year. It's just that.
Yeah.
It's not 60 below, but we do hit days where it's like a week of 30 below. And you're like, this is brutal.
Yeah. Dude, I was watching this YouTube video about like a bunch of stories of people that like died in the cold, and it was just like they talked about like the freeze that happened in Texas in 2021, and they talked about like, well, dude, people because like there's
I know. It's so funny to me though.
Yeah, but the buildings just like weren't built for that.
Yeah.
So the like pipes were busting and the shit was like going like banana. It was like pandemonium. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And then
it's just so funny to me that happens in America in 2021.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially like being in Minnesota, it's like
Yeah,
dude, there's like 5-10 feet of snow above every road by the end of the winter.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But there's this one story about a guy who was like, he was like hiking back to a base or something from like a climb, and he had like a lighter and he had matches, and his like leg went into a river, and he like was able to get out, but like knee down, it was just like freezing, and he built a fire, and like as he was starting to warm up, the snow from the tree started melting, and it all fell down on the fire, and then he started getting like real cold, and he tried to like make another fire, but it was like his
digits stopped working.
Yeah, dude, his hands couldn't like I didn't even think of that. Like his hands couldn't like wrap around things, so he was just like trying to pick up the match.
Where was he that he was
just
hiking?
died? I don't know.
How does everyone? My question is, how is that documented?
He was writing.
We could write.
Maybe it was a book about a guy who died or something like that.
Maybe it was made up.
I don't know.
Maybe it was a non-fiction.
Maybe it was. I mean that
or fiction.
Dude, you know what's crazy about like the cold is that that's all there was before like the Big Bang happened. Like space and everything was just cold. It was like
our part of
it was
space.
like a decimal above absolute zero. Then the Big Bang happened, and you know what? When everything runs out of energy,
I don't know if I buy the Big Bang.
When everything runs out of energy and heat from the Big Bang, we're back to cold again.
I just don't know if I buy the Big Bang. I don't know what started it. Something might have. Something might. I don't. But just like, how do we boil it down to that's what happened?
I don't know. A big
some
star blowing up.
Fucking just alienated themselves in a fucking like university and just were like, one time sun blew up, lots of shit happened after, and now we're here. That's such a lazy.
Yeah.
This happened thing to me. Like, how can they prove that? I truly don't have a clue how they can prove that. Do you know?
I mean, the sun's blowing up.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the Big Bang, though. The sun blowing up wasn't the right example there, but they're like, it started from something blowing up, a piece of space rock the size of a nut.
Maybe not a nut.
How big was it?
I don't know. I just know that like a lot of people believe that, so maybe it's right.
Maybe we're on a turtle's back, dude.
Maybe. Or maybe you just discovered religion.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I read about the Eastern Front, and I was like, God's real.
This is how people thought of religion. They're like, what else could have done it?
Yeah, but the whole fucking little rock did it is also, that's religion to me. That feels like a religion too.
Yeah, the Big Bang God.
It's like, yeah, dude, the rock did it. The rock exploded and created Jupiter.
All hail the rock.
Yeah.
All hail the rock.
And now we're creating nuclear energy to reenact it just in tiny little levels to create energy.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's pretty sick. It's wild how
this is a science episode, dude.
We came in hot
this
on
is
this
a
pod, and now we're just
episode.
like the Big Bang, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Space and time wild, for real, for real.
I just don't believe it. I don't know how to. I don't believe the Big Bang. I think it's so.
How explosions happen all the time in space.
How do we?
You don't think a really big one happened and made life?
Okay, it's crazy.
And
to me.
melted,
When has
made
an
water.
Ever made life though?
In space, bro.
The irony of
you're
like an
thinking of, like,
explosion
missiles.
creating life for a planet that only ever has explosions to take life that's religion, bro. That's religion to me.
It's the Ouroboros. It's the snake eating its tail.
It's the autistic guy killing a woman in her car.
Yeah, and creating another autistic guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. What are you looking at? Who texted you?
Alex Avery.
What'd he say?
He wants a picture of the list when it's out.
Text him back right now. Alex, it's me, James.
No.
Will you text?
And also my medicine alarm went off.
That was my watch alarm. I don't know how to shut it
I
off.
had to click stop.
Is yours at 7 too?
Yeah, 7 o'clock. That's when I take my
Dude,
medicine.
mine goes beep beep at every hour, and I don't know how to shut it off, and it's so annoying.
Break it.
I probably could, or I could just look it up.
Maybe
I'm
take
kinda
it to a
lazy.
watch guy or look it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely. There's a way to just do it after like 3 buttons, but I can't figure it out.
Well, just gonna ignore it.
I will. I can't. I had to move it from my room.
No, I mean I'm ignoring the messages.
Take your medicine right now on camera.
It's in my backpack
Cool. Where's your backpack?
upstairs.
I got a little bit I can run.
No.
You might have to edit it out.
No.
I'm gonna say some wild shit while you're gone.
I take it like at 10 p.m. at night anyways.
James, that's why it's not
Like
working.
every night. No, it does work.
That's why the Adderall's not working.
No, the Adderall's working. Maybe it's not. I take the Adderall in the morning though.
That's true. Do you think you could get your psychologist or psychiatrist to give you like 15 different medicines? Could we run a hustle?
I mean,
could you start Whitneying your psychologist? We'll just start selling all the
Doc, you
Klonopin.
see, I got these problems. You see,
I need to up the dosage, Doc. I'm feeling uneven.
I'm feeling a little chemically unbalanced, if you know what I mean.
Needs to change, doctor.
There's got to be a movie on that, right? What Whitney's doing. We should make that movie. Let's make a movie.
It needs to be a documentary,
Yeah,
just on him and his mom.
The Hustler.
But they need to be okay with just letting everything get filmed.
Yeah.
They weren't when I tried doing it last time. He'd be dealing drugs on the phone, be like,
Hey, whoa, yo,
Yeah. He'd be like, "Whoa, buddy, hey, I'm gonna take out speaker now. Whoa, hey, oh, hey, and my friends are here. Hey, whoa, gotta go. Hey, call you later about the stuff."
it's like, dude, just deal drugs.
That like
Shut up.
That random guy was in their house too. That was fucking Allie.
Yeah, he lives in their house. That's her
Really?
ex-husband, I think.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's a wild dynamic in that house.
Yeah.
Allie,
Pray for Brutus, bro.
yeah, pray for
Brutus got that lump in his neck. His dog.
Rick's had lumps his whole life. You just let dogs have lumps. That's the thing.
Tell him that.
It's when people try and get rid of the lumps on a dog is when they start.
Causes the problems.
Yeah, that's my thinking. My boy's 10 with lumps. Fine. He's a
what's up.
spry 10. He might get up a little more difficult, but that's arthritis because he jumped out of a car once and got a deck thrown on him. My boy
Dude, he's looking at me like so somberly right now. You okay, Bubba?
yeah, because he didn't eat last night because I didn't feed him. Dude, he's getting into the cat food.
Oh,
and
so you're like, you don't need anything more.
Yeah, but he's pissed because it's not his
Rick.
food. It's like,
Do you just not feed him cat food?
He got
Is it cheaper?
No, they
Oh.
get so fat on it because cat food's like higher fat percentage because they need more fat. Rick gained like fucking. He plumped up.
Damn.
He's down now because we caught him doing it and we figured out he was eating all
Like
the food.
wiggling through that little hole.
Dude, yeah,
That was wild when I saw that.
yeah. We have to hide the food now because he gets through a little fucking cat hole this goddamn big.
God, he's like a fucking
It's
rat,
so
dude.
annoying.
Anything your dome can fit through, your whole body can fit through, buddy.
I don't know how he does it. I'm gonna come home to him just stuck in it one day, yelping.
Yeah, I mean, we both saw him like wriggling out of it.
Yeah.
or wriggling. He was in her room, and you're like, "Rick, get out of here!" And he wriggled out of it. It took like 3 minutes.
And you
but he
always
did
catch
it.
him because you know he did it. Lily pointed it out is when you see the carpet just bunched up behind him.
Yeah,
The carpet in that little hallway, you can tell he was like
Yeah.
kicking against
Yeah,
it, so it's
yeah.
all fucked
He had
up.
like frog legs swimming
Yeah.
around.
Dude, he got fat.
Rick.
He looked.
Did you get fat, buddy?
dude? And then he ate an entire box of cat treats last night.
Fuck.
Like
Those probably have way more fat in them.
Oh yeah.
because they're treats.
I was waiting to wake up to. I thought I was gonna wake up to just a puddle of diarrhea,
Oh,
and I was like, not again. You know how many
Yeah.
times I've woken up to dog puddle, just
All
a
the way in
puddle
the
of dog
basement.
diarrhea. One time you
God.
got like parvo or some shit.
what's parvo?
I have no idea, but he had something that was making him shit blood,
Uh-huh.
and he
Oh.
came down here, and he shit blood
Oh,
everywhere in the
God.
basement. It was foul. Like
Fuck, dude.
I had to skip work and bring him into the doctor because they're like, my dog's shitting blood everywhere,
Yeah.
and they were like, yeah, he's just got an irritated bowel, he'll be fine, and that was it.
Jesus.
They gave him like a
Was it
medicine,
just like pure blood, or was it just like in his shit?
blood and shit. There were like speckles of just blood all over the basement.
Shit.
I got a video if you want to see it. We'll edit it in. You guys could all see it.
Ricky got a hemorrhoid, bro.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
So it not only made him shit blood, but it made him shit in the house.
Yes.
That sucks.
Yeah, he couldn't make
You've
it more than a couple.
you've been a real task, haven't you, Rick?
Nah, dude, he only shits in the house like occasionally. If I'm ever gone for more than like 16 hours in a day, that's when he shits in the house.
You're a good boy, Ricky.
He can make it like 14 hours normally without shitting or pissing in the house.
Wow.
And most times after 14, but once you hit that 16 marker, my boy got a shit.
Yeah. Does he have a
dude.
place he goes if he's been?
He only goes in the basement, which is nice.
That is
It's
nice.
concrete floor, so it's
Yeah,
like, all
easy
right,
clean.
attaboy, not on the wood. You're using your dome.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good fella.
Good with the noggin, Rick.
I can't imagine what was going through his head just squatting to the basement. Just fucking blood pissing out of your ass. Could you imagine having a human brain having that happen to
Oh
you?
God, yeah.
Just how terrifying. But his dog brain was probably just like, fuck.
He probably just didn't. He's probably like,
I
it
can't
looks different
stop.
today.
I can't stop for some reason.
Yeah,
It keeps
yeah.
coming out of me.
Yeah, dog brain with diarrhea must suck. Because you just...
Or feels so much better than human brain diarrhea. Because human brain diarrhea, we got like a little bit of shame when it
Yeah.
happens.
Mm.
Like there's always that underlying shame of diarrhea. But a dog,
Yeah.
when a dog has diarrhea, they just squat and that's
they're
it.
like, God, that felt great.
That felt so, and
Oh,
it
I
does
feel- I feel
great.
clean.
It feels. Why does the dirtiest shit make you feel so clean?
Because you got all that nasties flushed out of you.
Yeah, it's like an oil slick on top.
Yeah,
too, sometimes
yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
"Oh, what is wrong? with me?"
Yeah.
I'm gonna vomit. This is the science episode. This is the science episode.
Big Bang. Why do dogs shit?
Why do they shit blood sometimes, and do they feel good while it happens? I'm kind of wondering.
Where we at?
25 minutes, 27 minutes.
Let's fucking
We're
go,
rolling.
Ricky.
We're cooking today.
We're fucking cooking.
We
it.
only
Dude,
got 13 more minutes
I
to
watched,
pretend to be interested in what we have to say.
I watched a YouTube video today about this problem that's happening in Florida. Where people are like illegally ranching chameleons. Have you heard about this?
No, I have not.
It's like, of course it's Florida, but people are like
low-hanging
So
fruit. Why are you bullying Florida? You love Florida.
Florida's fine.
You would love Florida.
I've been there twice
When? How old
as
were
a
you?
young boy.
It doesn't count. You would love Florida,
Fine.
dude.
I'll go there eventually.
All right. You want to see the chameleon ranches? Go on.
So chameleons aren't native to Florida, so it's
Yeah,
illegal,
yeah,
it's
it's
illegal
the-
to like let them go.
It's like
and
the
they
pythons and shit.
yeah, and they move so slow. And some chameleons, I guess, are like upwards to like $500, $600, $700.
Yeah.
Like those panther chameleons.
Yep.
Like the
And
then,
like an older veiled chameleon that's
so-
fully grown and shit.
Yeah, like the bigger
Yep.
ones, the more
A
colorful
big
ones.
male. A big
Yeah,
male
dude.
buck.
Yeah. But basically, people are like letting them go and like making them stop mocking me. Making them like breed in like suburban areas and like parks and like woods behind the houses
Yeah.
and shit. And then what happens is like kids will like find them and be like, wow, a panther chameleon. And then like guys will come out with shotguns and be like, you put my damn chameleon down. And then, there's a bunch of problems
Do
going
they have
on.
a property they're growing chameleons
But it's not like
outdoors?
it's not always like their property, and they're not supposed to be doing it. And then like people find them, and
Oh, they're, like,
there's
breeding 'em in the
then there's-
wild.
Then there's harpers, which are people that like go hunting for them.
Yeah, herpetologists. Yeah,
Yeah.
They're herping, dude.
Yeah.
I would love to be a herper.
You
I
might
am
get
a
shot.
herper, honestly.
Might get shot.
I'm a lip herper, but I want to be a lizard herper too.
Yeah. What's a lip herper?
Cold sores.
Oh.
But I would love to I used to watch videos of people going out to like I still do occasionally, or where they're just in Costa Rica in the jungles and they got flashlights.
Yeah,
and they're
the
like,
headlamps.
This is a lovely frog. And it's
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
a frog riveting.
And he's like wiping his eye.
yeah.
they're like so beautiful.
It's like the lick the eyeball
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
What a marvelous creature.
Their eyes are closing at different times.
And then they just freak out over a stick bug. I love those people on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, these guys will have like headlamps and like flashlights, and they'll go like this. They'll be if you swipe the light carefully enough to leave, you can see the slight color change in the chameleons when they wake up, and then they grab them and then they sell them.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You can't let that thing. That's a fucking. First of all, that's an invader. That animal shouldn't be there.
It's foreign to the land.
It's foreigner. It's an illegal.
There is not enough scientific evidence that they're invasive, though.
That is.
They just kind of be chilling.
Yeah, they don't fuck enough to be invasive, huh?
Yeah,
they're too spread out. It takes forever.
Well,
to get
they don't
there.
like eat shit that people don't need. I don't know. They just ain't doing nothing wrong.
They're just chilling, eating.
Yeah, they're just vibing.
They're just eating.
They're just chilling,
mosquitoes and shit.
changing colors. Yeah, eating the mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes.
Skaters.
Skaters.
They're skater.
Dude, do you hear the people that want to like put like they want to eliminate like mosquitoes through like putting poison in their food sources or whatever where they're growing, where they're just trying to like
poisoning the
getting rid of mosquitoes for good.
Yeah, wouldn't that
I
be
feel
sick?
like that would be like a devastating move on humankind's part.
Completely exterminating a species of animal.
Especially one that's like, mosquitoes suck.
Yeah.
But they're also feeding so many things.
Like what? Like
every
bats?
bird, every bat, every and what
Dude.
feeds on birds and bats? It just
Us.
keeps going up, and fish feed on them. It all, and there's so many. I feel like that would be like a disaster if we eliminated mosquitoes for good.
What if we put them in like
This
an
is the
isolated...
science episode.
What if we put them in like some kind of isolated areas, like pods around where nobody gives a fuck about?
How do you control a bug, dude? You can't even control your dicks. You think you're supposed to control a mosquito?
Yeah, you just kind of like there's like
Hey, stay over there!
You spray a force shield of like
Stay over there!
I don't know. You could do it somehow chemically. You could probably get into their little brains.
Why do we keep adding chemicals to stuff, brother?
I don't know.
You're a bad dude.
No, I'm not. Let the skeeters live.
You want to kill mosquitoes, dude?
No, I mean when they're bugging me. Dude, did I tell you one time at my cabin,
Sick one.
I went outside and
I went out. There was a bear.
dude, I
And I
got
got so nervous.
probably over 200 mosquito bites all over my body.
Did you count?
I had to go to the emergency
No
room.
way.
had to
I
go to
bet
the
you were a
emergency room.
nightmare when that happened,
I
too.
was in so much pain, and
I
would
bet
stop-
your
I would
dad
stop
was just
complaining.
like-
I was like, I can't put my arms down.
Oh my god, my dad would have just told me to shut the fuck up.
I think my dad told me to like go get something by the lake, and it was like dark, so it was nice. So I went down by the lake, and I was like wet, and I was in my shroom trunks, and I just got eaten alive, dude. I was like running, and they were just like swarming me.
It wasn't like that.
No, that's what happened.
You made that up. That's all in your head. You just got probably bit like 100 times.
No, I got bit probably over 100 times. For sure over 100 times.
Yeah.
I had them all over my calves and legs and thighs. I had them all on my back. I had them all over my arms. I had them on like my parts of my head.
But the swarm wasn't attacking you. There was just a swarm.
No, they would like
They-
land. They would
Yeah,
like,
they
be like
weren't
10
following
to
you.
20 at a time landing on me, and then just, and then I'd be like, ah!
Why don't you just jump in the water, dude? The ultimate save.
Because then you're wet and they want you more.
Yeah, but they don't swim.
How would I get back up to the cabin?
Fucking call your dad. Cry. Say, I'm drowning. Dad, I'm drowning.
And then he gets killed by mosquitoes.
Oh, imagine how much that would have fucked you up as a kid.
I would have just drowned myself there.
Well, see you later.
Well, there's two now.
Just two dead mentally ill Stanleys.
My dad's not really mentally ill. I don't think so.
James,
My mom sure is. She's got anxiety.
both our dads hit us. They're a little mentally ill on some level.
I suppose.
That's a mental
But that's
illness.
just because his dad hit him.
Yeah, it's your mom's crazy because her mom was crazy.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, dude.
Yeah.
We got to end this perpetual just violence that's happening amongst this population.
Let's break the circle. Let's stop the Ouroboros.
No, it's time to cut the tail out of the dragon's mouth.
Yeah, and pull him out of there.
I really just let's fix your illness. Can we do an exorcism on you? Can we please do an exorcism on an episode?
The priest is like, so where's the demon? Like, oh no, he's just really fucking weird.
Just like he's kind of fucked up in his head.
Can you fix him?
He's got a lot of goofies going on up there. Can we stop
I'm
this?
just like,
It's CBD cigarette smoke, not throw up. Redwood reserves.
I'm bringing dabbing back.
I've been dabbing. I haven't stopped dabbing since I knew that it was uncool. Now that
Yeah.
it's uncool, it's my favorite thing to do to
Yeah,
someone
dude, it's
across
great.
a bar.
Yeah, people hate
Here,
it.
hit him with
Yeah.
a quick one.
Boom, boom.
Where's the lighter?
In my pocket.
I need to get one more in before we get.
That's brothers helping brothers.
Oh yeah, brothers with a capital B, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, are you still on Twitter?
Occasionally, not that much. I got a new account.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kind
you
of
deleted
fucking
it.
hate it though.
I hate
Twitter's
all of them. They all
dumb.
suck. Thread sucks. Twitter sucks.
Yeah.
Threads is garbage. The fucking what did I see today that annoyed the hell out of me? There was some dude like I won't say his name, just like a mid-level comic,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, you know, this is the final straw. I can no longer stay on X because I just feel there's a point at which it feels like just watching it die feels like being complicit in what it's doing. And it was just Elon Musk being like, hey, now that Alex Jones is back, you guys should go follow him. It was because he was telling them to follow Alex Jones. They're like, I'm no longer
Which
gonna be
is
a part.
a good bit.
Yeah, funny bit on Elon's part.
Yeah, yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
But also insane to say. Like,
Yeah.
that's the straw.
Yeah.
That was the straw that made
That's
you go,
the straw
I'm
that
done
broke the
with
Twitter
this.
birds back. Yeah.
I would be on there still if it wasn't for the fact that I got kicked off and don't have my password and they won't let me back on because I told you to drink poison. Since I commented and telling you to drink poison on a post.
They saw me. They saw my account. They're like, this kid could probably actually do it. This kid would probably drink poison.
It was such bullspit, dude. I was fucking heated. Why
Why don't you make a new account?
I'm not starting over.
Why? You had like 500 followers.
Exactly. That's all I want. I want to just be nothing. I want to be a nothing with 500 followers forever.
You could probably get that in like a year.
Don't
Maybe
care.
less.
It's the point. It's the point that I was kicked off for telling my buddy to
To
drink
drink
poison.
poison.
It wasn't even a stranger. If it was a stranger, it was like a hot girl doing annoying videos, and I
Yeah.
told her to drink poison. Sure, I get it. I was fairly kicked off.
Yeah.
But
Because
it was-
that's fucked up.
It was to my buddy.
Yeah.
I said, "Hey, drink poison."
What was even the content?
Look up the last thing you said to me on Twitter. I don't remember what it was. I can't look
Well,
it
it's
up.
from my deleted account.
Ah, shit. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Damn
Yeah,
shame.
Fucking cocksucker Elon. Fuck you.
Was it when he was in power
Fuck you.
of Twitter?
Isn't he
That's what
still
happened?
in power? Get your ass up here.
Yeah. Oh, well, I thought it happened before he took it over.
No, it was like right after he took it over.
God damn. Free speech, my dick.
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, you want to hit?
He's like, please stop talking about me
Do you think someone would call the
diarrhea.
ASPCA if I had Rick hit the CBD thing?
Yeah, like,
Like,
he
just put it in his nostril.
Yeah, and then close his mouth.
Yeah, if I abused
Just
my
takes a
dog on
big
just
drag.
abusing my dog on camera. Do you think someone would get mad if I abused my dog on camera? Fucking elbow me.
Maybe if someone would heard you say you didn't feed him last night. Like,
Truly.
oh my god.
Doesn't fucking he had
But he
so
ate
many
like a
calories.
pound of cat food.
Yeah, he had a lot of calories.
Look, he's happy. Look at him wagging his nub.
Little dumbass nub, dude.
Ricky.
We might be there. We're
Yeah.
right at 39 minutes.
Based God.
Well, adios, folks.
This was the science episode.